Well, this is Mickey Adams. I live in Dallas, Texas, and I'm a dealer and a representative for Mullen pedal steel guitars out of Seabrook, Colorado, or Flagler, whichever's closer. Please visit us at www.mullenguitarist.com and check out our new travel model, the Discovery, as well as our best-selling G2, our flagship guitar. Before I get into this video, and it's a short one, this is part 2 for Will's Point, I got a quick story for you. My friend Jim Lindsay, my good friend Jim Lindsay, who just moved here from Arlington back to Louisiana this past weekend, got a phone call and somebody said, Mickey Adams is playing your guitar on YouTube. What gives? No, I did not buy Jim Lindsay's guitar. The fact is that 2 of these guitars, carbon copies, were made back in the early 90s. The first for Gary Hoag, who has since passed away. And I think Jim Lindsay idolized Gary Hoag. And when Gary passed away, Jim wanted to have his guitar, and it has a lot of sentimental value to him. And this guitar was kind of sent on its way. Well, it just so happens it wound up back in my shop, and I bought it immediately. And I had to go over to Jim's house and say, hey, guess what I got? So now we have sisters. I've got his copy, and he has the original from Gary Hoag. So, yes, it is definitely the guitar that Jim Lindsay had first purchased from Mullen. So let's get into the bridge for Will's Point. The song's in the key of C. We're going to look at the chord structure first and the pedal movements before we actually get into the picking technique for this. So we're going to move in the bridge from the 1 chord to the 4 chord to F. We're going to use an F7. We're going to find it at position number 13 with 5, 6, and 9. The second chord is a E flat plus, and then an E flat 13. Now let me show you how we arrive at these 2 extensions. 5, 6, and 8 at position number 11 give us a straight E flat triad. We're going to put a 7th on the bottom, so we have 5, 6, and 9, but we're going to raise the 5 to a plus. Okay, and this is where we're going to start the phrase. It's kind of a slur actually in the video, because you hear, okay, it's from a half A pedal to a full A pedal. Well, this actually gives us a 6 on the top and a 7 on the bottom in E flat, which effectively is a 13 chord. So we have a straight E flat 7, we have an E flat plus, and we have an E flat 13. Okay, this is where we get our color. The next chord is actually a D7, and we're going to find it here, believe it or not, at the C position. So if we'll use strings 4, 5, and 6, in lower string number 5, we'll get a D7/9 triad. You see that? So there's our major third, there's our root, and there's our 7. This is actually a 9, excuse me. And from there we're going to play G sharp. We're going to move all the way up to 16 and strike 6, 7, and 9 with the 5th string lowered. And then we're going to release the vertical lever down to 15 and play G major. So we have, let's do it slowly again. 5, 6, and 9 at 13. Dampen, half pedal, 5, 6, and 9 at 11. Bring in the rest of the A pedal. Use your vertical lever, slide to 8. Strings 4, 5, and 6. Leave the vertical in, go all the way to 16, 6, 7, and 9. Then 5. Release the lever, 6, 7, and 9. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put the pick technique in here. And it's very difficult to do this slowly. Now that was executed properly. When I try to do this slow, it just doesn't always gel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reinforce my middle finger on this one. Let me get that in the picture. By placing my 2 fingers together like this, this is going to make my middle finger a little more rigid, and I'm going to bend the pick down slightly, or my finger down this way, to get a nice sharp point on my on the top of my pick. With the E lever engaged, I'm going to strike 5, 6, and 7 with my finger, and then I'm going to strike 8 with my thumb. Okay, that's going to take a little practice for you. Now from here we're going to go, then we're going to rake again, same group. Now I'm through with the raking. I'm just going to use single notes, and they're going to be 8, 7, 6 at 13. So you get the idea, right? Beginning with a C6, we're going to find C6 at number 13 with our E's lowered. Beginning at string 5, rake, back up to 5, then 6, 7, and 9. We're going to slide into that 2 for effect. Now we're back to the head. Okay, that's it, guys. You can get all the way through the verses and the choruses. Now, as far as the ad-lib, I actually have not picked out the ad-lib parts, but this is a perfect place for you to just go wild. Play what you're going to play. This is real close to the record. It's not exact in some of the passing chords, but the structure is correct. So I urge you to take that and run. Thank you so much for joining me here on YouTube. This is Mickey Adams in Dallas, and I'll see you right back here with your pedal steel soon.